It's now May, which means a new vlog. It's May 9th, and I'm so excited. Today is like the first day in the past couple of days where I actually have time to myself. Oh my god! So I can actually like let my brain do things I want to do without being pestered by anyone. So I'm very happy. I'm also not sick. I was dying yesterday. I think I had food poisoning, but I also was massively dehydrated, so it didn't help. Per usual, I am going to talk about all of my books and my current status of them, but since these books are books I've talked about before, it's going to be a speed round. Also, I got a haircut because I desperately needed one, and I told the lady 4 inches and she cut off 6. So now my hair is an awkward length and I hate it. So I better start growing quick or I might have a mental breakdown. Just kidding, maybe. So first I'm going to start off with my current tackle pile, my current breeds. We have the infamous Lolita. This is on page 165 out of 368. It's about 44-45% done the book. Next, I have Yes Please. I am on page 156 out of 328, so this is also 47% done. And then last for the tackle pile is the most heretical Last Boss Queen. I feel like I always say that word wrong. We'll find out. I'm currently on page 38 out of, 325. I do not have percentages for this because Goodreads does not have the page numbers in its database. And I'm not doing the math because girlies, guys, and everyone else, I can't do math that well. So, not doing that for y'all. So then the fun ones that if I finish one, these can get pulled in. Starting off, I have the Ascendant of... oh no, that's the other bookmark. Ooh, I thought I ripped out a bookmark. Ascendance of a Bookworm, Volume 1, Part 1. I am on page 34 out of 261. This is 13% done. Next, I have All the Bright Things. I'm on page 74 out of 378. This is 20% done. I have Where She Went, the sequel to If I Stay. This is on page 42 out of 264. This is 16% done. And then last but not least, I have The House, which is on page 1 out of 384. I still have my 2 digital light novels. Life novels. So I have Death is the Only Ending for the Villainess. I'm still at 30%. And then How to Get My Husband on My Side is at 11. My goal is to real quick finish one of these because then I have a fun, fresh, funky idea that I really want to do, but I want to finish one of these books first before I do the fun, fresh, funky idea. And I think I'm going to try and attack this one because I noticed as I was sectioning off pages by I did like 25 this section. I noticed there's a lot of pictures coming up, so might be able to get through it quickly. Will this be my first book done for May? We shall see. Today is May 16th. I'm excited. I have a little haul for y'all. But before I jump into the haul, current read, I'm still on the most heretical Last Boss Queen. I keep messing up the title, and that's just how it's gonna happen. I'm on page 220 out of 325. I don't remember what I say every time. 325. So this is my current attack read. I presume tonight I possibly might be able to finish it. That's the game plan. Because I really want to start doing the challenge I hinted at. I mean, I didn't spoil what it was, but I hinted at a challenge. But I did get some new books today. First, non-book related thing. I have to take off the price tag. I mean, it was only 99 cents. But I have been not age regression, that's not the right word, but I've been reminiscing a lot about the good parts of my childhood, and now that I have money, my little collector brain wants to collect some things. So I feel like this haul, or at least the first part of this haul, definitely represents that aspect. This I kind of just got just because, and I think my mother's going to find it stupid, and I find that hilarious, so I bought it. I got this plate just because I love Tinkerbell. So I think it's funny. How my mom gonna react, I don't know. I will actually use this as a plate though. So for 99 cents, I'm very content. Actually, I think this was cheaper because I think this was like 60 cents because of the tagged sale there. I went to a Goodwill, and then I went to a Thrift Superstore, or whatever it's called. This book is Victorian People and Ideas by Richard Altic. So this was 99 cents. I got this from the Goodwill. One thing, the Victorian era as a whole, I just find wild. Like when you learn about it in school and like college, I just find it all wild. And then the one part I specifically find so like it's what's the right word for it? They contradict themselves in many ways, the Victorian era, like the people and their belief system. One thing I learned in academia was the fact that, like, while Victorian people tend to be, or try to promote, abstinence and, like, promoted purity culture, when you actually compared them to other eras, they were a little more freaky deaky, you know, in the bedroom. So I just find that wild, because it contradicts itself. So I want to know more. So do I know if this book will specifically touch on topics like that? Probably not. But I just want to read more. What are these books technically called? Historical books, but like not historical fiction. And this is definitely someone's like love copy, because their like stuff is underlined in here and stuff. So I'm probably going to enjoy it a lot. So very excited to most likely learn a lot of stuff from this. Will I ever use it? Maybe if I ever decide to make a Victorian period based book, I definitely have a starting piece of background info. Yeah, I just think that's so funny. There is like another. I collected American Girl dolls. I still have about a quarter of them. I did have 11. At that time, American Girl dolls were $100 per doll. My mother was crazy, but she somehow did it. I've always loved their books. I have thought about going in and rereading every single book. So anytime I see the OG classics, I pick them up. So I have Meet Josephina, which I think I already have. So I probably didn't really need this one, but obviously I'm going to keep it anyway. And then I got Happy Birthday Felicity, because I know that I have Felicity's original book, but I do not think I have much of her collection besides the like mystery books. Oh god, I want to find the mystery books so bad and reread them, because I think I only bought 3. I should also say, when it came to American Girl doll books as a kid, I did thrift them. There is a book trader in my town that I frequently went to as a child, specifically looking for these specific American Girl doll books, because when I got into American Girl doll was when they started discontinuing a bunch of them. Literally the year I started collecting, they discontinued Samantha. And Miss Samantha is Queen Girly. I have almost all her books. Honestly, I probably will want to collect all her books. But yeah, when I have like an actual bookshelf set up, I'm like legit going to put these out on display because these are my beloved. And then if I ever have children, I hope one of them, someone, also shares the love with me. And if they don't, that's okay. But that'd be pretty rad. I got those. And then I did get one normal book. So this is actually a book I am currently reading online. Well, I'm reading the novel version. And that is the original translation of this novel is death is the only ending for the villainous. However, the English translation of the book has now been rechanged to villainous are destined to die, or villains are destined to die. So I saw this pop up at Barnes and Nobles, and this is just literally the like webtoon printed out. But at the time I didn't want to buy it because they're starting to do this, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay $20 for this. It's $20. That's steep. So Target did have it on sale, 20% off, so it was $4 off. So I got it for $16. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it because I'm a sucker. And I do really like this story. So this is just the first one. So this is all stuff I've read before, but I will reread it. So I am very excited for that. But yeah, so I now have 2 new books to add to my TBR. I'm not gonna add the American Girl dolls to my TBR. Maybe I'll do that in the summer. Or maybe in like the winter time I'll do that. If I can cut my TBR in half, maybe I'll pull in the American Girl doll books. I'm very happy with my little haul. Now I just gotta keep finishing what I'm currently reading. I was gonna say book review. So I finally just finished reading The Most Radical Last Boss Queen, From Villainous to Savior. And afterward I found out that the original title is actually longer than this. I love this book. It is an isekai about little Pride right here. And one thing I'm actually, like, I kind of really appreciate is this starts with her being 8, and in the last chapter of this first novel, she's already 18, because a lot of these stories will start to, you know, hint at romance. She will end up with someone, presumably one of the boys in the back, but a lot of the stories in this genre, or at least the ones I've, like, read, take forever for her, like the main lead, that tends to be female in the ones I read, for them to become 18. And then it's like, I don't want to read love stories about minors, so eat them up, thank you. It's not that hard, but yeah. Really like that they did age her up towards the end, so it wasn't like I'm going to have to wait till like book 3 for her to be 18. And the other thing I really liked about this, especially towards the middle and the end, they did switch POVs. So it brought in Arthur's POV right here, and then the other boy is Slate. So I, at first, didn't like it because I got confused, and I was like, oh, it's a POV change. But I do appreciate seeing it from all angles. And that's something I do really enjoy about books when they do it well. So I think the first POV jump was a little... there was like one part with Arthur's part where it was just... I felt like a little drug on because we all just like... We read it from Pride's POV and then it switched to his POV telling the same situation from his side, which I get and appreciate the principle of, but it was like, you could have shortened it a bit. You could have cut out a lot of words there. But that's just the nitpicky editor side of me. So, very happy I've finished this. I'm going to show you guys my next focus read. And then I'm going to do something fun. I forgot to say I did rate this book a 4 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed I Swear I Won't Bother You Again. But I'm definitely going to keep reading this series, because I think they have volume 2 and novel 2 and 3 already out. So, I will eventually pick them up. So first, we have to discuss my tackles. 2 books I'm going to tackle for the rest of this month. which are going to be Yes Please, and I'm kind of thinking about jumping into All the Bright Places. I think I could kind of speed read this. So, these are my 2 attack books. However, I am pulling in another one. I'm pulling in something fun, something to help me get my numbers down. I'm going to do a wheel decide of all the manga I have. So this is the start, like the books that start a collection or the next book up for that collection. Most of them you will see have 1s on them, but there is a 2 and a 3 thrown in there. It's like volume 2, volume 3. So a 3, a 2, a 1. Kami-sama Kiss. So the manga that was picked was Kami-sama Kiss. So from synopsis, pretty much this girl ends up homeless in the beginning of the show when her dad dies, and or no, her dad doesn't die. He literally just like abandoned her and skipped town. He's like, hey, I have a lot of debt, so I'm leaving, and just leaves her. She sees a stray dog, saves him, and it turns out the dog is, I don't know if he's technically a god, but he brings her to the shrine, and now she's the shrine maiden / shrine god. I got tongue-tied. What I meant to say was, the Nami helped the god when a stray dog was trying to get to the god. So the god, the man, then made her a shrine god and said, you can live in my shrine. But she didn't realize that meant she was a god. Yeah. And Tomoe over here is a 9-tailed fox that is helping her adapt to this change. And then romance does ensue. So, I only have the first volume because this is a older series. But I'm so happy about it. This was first published in 2010 and then reprinted in 2021. So, yeah. Very excited to read this. I'm probably going to try to not read it all in one day, but I might start it today. Today is the 21st, so we got to start something. So, as my cat cries in the background, the life update. Tattle, I'm listening. Can I talk to the people? I have to jump on a plane tomorrow morning to go to Florida because my nana is in hospice. So, yeah, Tattle. Yeah. So because of that, I'm switching up my rating, because I want a book that's going to distract me on the plane ride down there and the plane ride home. So I'm dipping into one of my newer books because I know that I'm going to gravitate towards it. It's called The Seventh Time Loop, Tattle. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy, written by Kyoko Amakawa. So, I'm going to be reading this. I haven't decided if I want to bring another book with me. I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't. I don't know what I'm going to gravitate towards. I kind of want to bring something for my TBR, but then I'm afraid I might finish it. So I want to pack something light because this is going to be thicker. But yeah, not an ideal situation. I mean, someone dying is never an ideal situation. But it's life. Yeah, Tattle. So, the end of May is interesting, very interesting. Yeah. you'll see this in like June, so hopefully by then I've been able to heal and grieve somewhat, but right now I am just stressed, anxious, and sad. Real quick video check-in, video update is now May 29th. I did go to Florida. I did bring the 7th time loop, and I did finish it actually last night. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely will continue with this series. Pretty much, she has lived now, she's on her 7th life, and every single life she has lived so far has ended by this guy. But in this life, she's actually going to be married to him. So it's interesting. There is a POV change, which once again, I guess it's with this style of books. It's very hard to tell when there's a POV change because the POV change symbol and the time skip symbol are the same symbol. So my brain has a little hard time. A little confused at first. But yeah, really good isekai. Happy I read it and finished it for May. What, I got 2 days left? Yeah. My goal is going to be to speed run Kami-sama Kiss, which shouldn't be too hard because it is a manga. And I do want to read a little bit more of either one of the online light novels or one of the books in front of me to help get my numbers down, because I did do some retail therapy while in Florida. Just to update on that situation, everything is okay for now, but she is still in hospice and kind of physically disabled at the moment. So mentally she's all still there, but she can't really move herself. So yeah, I do have a trip planned to go back down in June, so we'll see. I forgot to close off this vlog, so you are stuck here with me again. Hi. So pretty much for the end of May, I did not finish Kami-sama Kiss. So find out next vlog if I finished it in June or not. Or just be a sneaky little hacker. Just kidding, you're not hacking. But you could figure it out if you check my Instagram story highlights. Just to do a quick life update, I did lose my Nana on June 1st. So have been dealing with that, hence more MIA-ness. But yeah, I am slowly feeling better, feeling like a better version of myself again. But time heals everything.